Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the 2018 released Omega Seamaster 300M. They completely redesigned the Seamaster 300M for its 25th anniversary. This watch originally came out in 1993 as the anti-Rolex Submariner. Not that it was against the Rolex Submariner, but Omega said, we need to have a 300-meter diver's watch that's professional in terms of its ability and satisfies everything that the Rolex Submariner is, but doesn't look like a Rolex Submariner, which is what a lot of the other dive watches end up looking like. And I think over the years, this has had one of the most interesting modern histories of a watch, especially because this was one of the Bond watches, and that really helped popularize the 300M. I wasn't always a big fan of the look of the 300M, and I a couple years ago acquired one of the older versions, and it really grew on me. And so when Omega redesigned it to be a much more modern watch, I was really excited, and I think they did a fantastic job. This is my favorite version because it sort of reminds me of the things that I think about when I think about the Seamaster 300M. A lot of people also think about it as being a blue-dialed watch, and they definitely have a blue-dialed version, but I'm just a little bit more partial to the black one myself. The case size has been increased a little bit from 41 millimeters wide to 42 millimeters wide, and even though it, of course, is completely redesigned throughout, at a glance, it could look like the original models. For a few years, Omega took away the wave-style pattern dial, and they brought it back, and now a ceramic dial, which has actual little engraved lines to create the look of waves. There is, of course, a ceramic bezel, great detailing on the dial. The look of the hands that are very distinctive for the Seamaster 300M, as well as the hour markers, look their best. One of the interesting little things that you'll notice, and this is probably the easiest way of telling the new ones from the old ones, is the shape of the helium release valve crown. So you can see it's a little bit cone shaped. It used to be, just sort of a standard crown. Now it's a little cone shaped. Why is this here? Well, there's a manual helium release valve. Yes, that's technically a little bit lower tech than an automatic one, but the idea is no one's going to use this. This is here for look. So this really tells you I'm wearing something other than just your standard dive watch. This makes it an Omega 300M. That's or Seamaster 300M. That's pretty much what that's there for, and it does its job. You'll end up being like, oh, I'm happy there's some extra thing there, even though you're not necessarily going to use it. New bracelet, even though it retains the look of the old one. This is one that offers, of course, a display case back, and it uses, of course, a completely new movement. This is the in-house made and meta certified Omega Caliber 8800. It is an automatic, and of course it has all the goodies that you want. It's coaxial, it's anti-magnetic, and you can see more about the movement in the full review. Let's put the watch on because I think that's probably what matters. Oh, before I do that, just to say that this watch also has Omega's excellent micro adjust. So you push down in here, and you can see that you can move the bracelet quite significantly. And they also have, in addition to that, a full-on diver's extension. So you not only have the micro adjustment, but you have the diver's extension, which is pretty cool. All right, time to go on the wrist. And in addition to the black dialed version and the blue dialed version, there's a lot of other kind of exotic ones. There's two-tone ones. There's a gray dial with a blue bezel. But for me, this is sort of the good stock look. It definitely feels bigger and a little bit heavier than the previous generation Seamaster 300M. So again, even though it is just 1 millimeters wider, it has a more substantial, chunky look to it. People that liked the smaller size might feel that this one's too large, but I happen to think this is a really good look, especially since this is such a distinctive looking watch, and it being bold is a big part of it. If you don't want the bracelet, Omega also offers the watch on a series of strap options. So there you have it. That is the new for 2018 Omega Seamaster 300M. I quite like it. I'm looking forward to wearing it a lot and writing about it further. Price for this watch is $4,850. And you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.